un nouvel épisode de Dream Home Miami. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes à Edgewater et nous allons faire découvrir un de nos nouveaux programmes, Élysée Edgewater à Miami. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes avec Anka, SQLV Agent à Élysée, qui va nous faire une présentation de la résidence.
Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you for being here today and welcome everyone to Élysée, the first luxury boutique building in Edgewater. So let's talk a little bit about the area where we are right now. So we are in Edgewater, which is in the very, very heart of the new Miami. And as I'm sure you know, Julia, over the past 10 or 15 years, Miami has undergone a dramatic transformation. So 10, 15 years ago, whenever someone thought about Miami, they thought about Miami Beach. So it was more of a resort town. It was a kind of a sleepy beach town where retirees and vacationers came to spend the winters. But over the past decade, Miami has completely shifted. So it now has all of these new neighborhoods like Wynwood, which is the artsy neighborhood, or the Design District, which is the new shopping mecca. You know, all of the French brands have flagships there, like Hermes has a 3-story flagship, Louis Vuitton has every store there. So the new shopping mecca. We have the Adrian R Center, the American Airlines Arena in downtown. So there are all these new neighborhoods, and Edgewater is in the middle of all of them. So it's in the very, very heart of the new Miami. So that's what makes this neighborhood special, and that's why developers turn their sights to it, and they purchase the waterfront pieces of land, and you can show your viewers how beautiful this neighborhood is because it is right on the water. So that's why all of them started building beautiful, beautiful luxury towers there. The Élysée developers, Two Roads Development, built another luxury building in Edgewater before Élysée, called Biscayne Beach. That's actually where we're standing here today. So it's about 6 blocks north of Élysée. While they were selling Biscayne Beach, they noticed that Edgewater as an area was growing up, let's say. It was maturing. So it was starting to attract a new kind of customer. A customer that was more sophisticated, that was looking for a higher level of luxury. This new buyer was also looking for bigger residences. They didn't want a 1-bedroom, they didn't want a studio. They wanted a place that they could call home, almost like a mansion in the sky. So their answer to that need was Élysée. And we are standing here in front of the maquette of the building. So to make this Élysée dream a reality, they enlisted the help of Arquitectonica. Arquitectonica, you know, in Miami, everybody knows it. They redefined the Miami skyline back in the 80s. And they're doing it again into the 2020s with beautiful buildings such as Élysée. And then to humanize and elevate this architecture, they enlisted the help of Jean-Louis Degnaud, who is one of France's preeminent designers, as I'm sure you know. So Jean-Louis has been on the top 100 Architectural Digest best designers for quite some time. And most recently, he was commissioned to also do the interiors at the residences at the legendary Waldorf Astoria in New York. So we're very, very proud to have him as our designer. As you can see here, Élysée is 57 stories high. It is waterfront, right on the beautiful waters of Biscayne Bay. The building is telescoping in shape, so it gets bigger towards the top, as you can see from the side. So our lower tier residences are about 2,700 square feet, which is about 250 square meters, just a little bit more than that. These ones are about 3,300 square feet, and these ones are about 3,900, which is about 360 square meters. So they're very, very generously sized. You look at the building and imagine it cut in half, basically, from top to bottom. Each residence at Élysée takes up half a floor. So they're all flow-through. They're all ultra-luxury residences because they're all flow-through. You have a balcony facing east and another balcony facing west. And obviously, since it's only 2 per floor, all of them are corners. Okay? So that's really what makes Élysée stand out among all of the buildings in this area. The fact that it's only 100 residences, so it has much more of a boutique feel than anything else, and all of the residences are large. Our smallest floor plan is a 3-bedroom, 4.5 bathroom here. which is very easily convertible to a 4-bedroom. In terms of amenities, we have everything that you can imagine. We have 3 full floors of amenities. So on the ground level here, we have an owner's bayfront lounge that looks very much like the space that we created in our sales center with a circular rug and the blue and white. And that's a space for the owners to just relax and enjoy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. And right outside of the owner bayfront lounge, we have this beautiful bayside pool. So this is the pool where the residents who want to get sun in the morning, this is where they would come because it faces east, so it's perfectly sunny, 330 days a year in Miami. Then on the 7th floor, we have our second level of amenities, which is right here. This is our health and wellness floor. So we have our sunset pool. So this is where anybody who wants to relax in the afternoon or have a drink at sunset, that's where they would come. On the same floor, we also have our waterfront gym right over here. Our spa, which is absolutely beautiful, black and white marble with a little bit of gold. It feels very much like a European spa, which also has a sauna and a steam room and massage rooms so that the residents can book massages. We also have a super cute kids play area, which was actually mentioned in Forbes as one of the top amenities for children. And just about everything that's related to health and wellness is on the 7th floor. And then from my point of view, the coolest level of amenities is the 30th floor, which is up here. So this is an entire floor that the developers is giving back to the residents to use almost as an extension of their homes. And we've looked over the renderings before, and you saw the beautiful grand salon over here. So here, if the residents have a party, they want to celebrate something, they can bring in a bartender and have their friends over with the beautiful unobstructed views of the Miami skyline. Over here we have our private, our grand dining room, which has a huge table with seating for 24. Jean-Louis used a lot of the blues of the outside to bring them in so that you feel like you're basically floating on the ocean when you're having dinner there. And there's a catering kitchen right next to it. So one could throw a party, a seated dinner party for 24, and then go back to their residence as if nothing had happened, right? So it's very easy. And then on the sunset side, we have a library, a movie theater, as well as a game room. So this entire floor is really meant to be used by each one of the residents as an extension of their homes. And it's possible to do because there are only 100 residences in the entire building. In terms of services, we have, again, pretty much everything that you could possibly expect from a luxury building. So we have front desk, we have valet, we have concierge, security. And just going back to the concierge for a second, our concierge, Élysée Attaché, is much more than just a regular building concierge. So she will be a concierge slash personal assistant slash Amex Black, personal, like executive assistant. So they'll be able to help with just about everything, whether it's a reservation to a new restaurant, or booking tickets at the Adrian Arts Center, or they can even help with travel reservations, or if one of the residents went on a trip somewhere, they forgot something at home, she can actually go and mail it to them, whatever they need. And again, that's only possible because we only have 100 residences. We also have towel service at both pools, so there will be that feeling of almost like living in a luxury hotel. Okay. Then going back to the residences, so each residence takes up half a floor. The ceilings are 10 feet high, so that's about 3.3 meters. Each residence has its own private elevator foyer, so the packages can be delivered there. Each residence has these 2 big balconies. They're 8 feet deep, which is extremely usable in the lower tier, so lower and middle. And up here, they're 10 feet deep, so over 3 meters of balcony depth. The kitchens and the bathrooms are spectacular. Jean-Louis has done a beautiful job of creating this feeling of European sophistication, but again, blending it with the Miami kind of simplicity and modernity. So the kitchens are Italcraft kitchens. They're Italian design. The appliances are top of the line Sub-Zero for the fridge and freezer, and Wolf. Now, I know that Europeans love gas stoves, and we have those. In Miami, it's very unusual. Nobody has a gas stove in a condo, or very few, but we have Wolf gas stoves. The bathrooms, again, I think are reminiscent of a beautiful European spa with a black and white mosaic running up and down the wall. All the fixtures and faucets are Waterworks, so top of the line.
Anka, can you tell us about the price range?
Of course, we start at $1.9 million for one of our lower tier residences, and we go up to $4.3 million for one of our top tier residences that's half floor. And then on the 45th floor, I have one very, very special full floor residence. This is our Sky Mansion. It's 6,600 square feet, and that one is around $7.5 million as a raw box.
Okay, perfect, thank you. And can you tell us about the delivery, when it's going to be ready?
Of course. So we topped off in December, and construction has been progressing very nicely. So we expect to welcome our first residents the fall of 2020.
Merci beaucoup Anka pour cette présentation, et je vous invite à me contacter si vous avez d'autres questions, et on se dit à très bientôt. Merci Anka. Merci d'avoir visionné cette vidéo, j'espère qu'elle vous a plu. Pour plus de renseignements sur le programme Élysée, je vous invite à me contacter et on se dit à très bientôt pour de nouveaux épisodes sur Dream Home Miami.